Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Sorry I was 2 minutes late, just figuring out things. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Now, I have already seen that a few questions I've asked. Okay, Prashant, Arjun, and good. What is the current jobs kind of close market? Okay, I will come to all the question. I will cover each and every questions. Go ahead and keep asking. First, the job market, and I think that is just something that I want to talk from the beginning itself. Okay. Oh, by the way, in this session, I'll be talking about like current job market. Then there is this the interviews, then recession, layoffs, skills development courses. I'll talk all the subjects. Okay, so don't worry, and we have time. I have no hurry. I will just slowly discuss everything. Okay, so the very first thing is about the jobs. I will categorize. Okay, first the freshers jobs, then the mid senior level people jobs, and the senior people jobs. Okay, so very first thing, what about the juniors? Okay, so junior in the sense, or maybe fresh in the sense they may be fresh college grads, or maybe they're in the third year, or maybe they are maybe in the first year as well. Maybe because if I think about myself, when I was studying my MCA, I was working for companies at then. Okay, I was doing distance course MCA from IGNU. I was doing a job at a company local Kolkata, and that gave me that confidence that when I go out of the college, I will have 3 year experience back with my degree. So that was my idea. Anyway, I'll come to that as well. So where is job in the current market? I shall discuss about like more detail what's happening, how to overcome this situation, all that. But this market jobs are very less, specifically for the freshers. I will be very honest with you guys. There is jobs, but very less. Okay, why? I'll come to that as well. But think about that. If you are a fresher, okay, or maybe say final student, and you are looking for a job, make sure that you have skills because um, think about the competition. Opportunities are less, and people are more, which is kind of market demand and supply kind of stuff. Okay, so uh, you need to make sure you have skills, and skills in the sense, no, not about the basic skill, not about the basic uh, Linux command like cd cat. That also get asked in different interviews. I will be very honest with you guys. But more cases, how to troubleshoot the basic problem, for example kernel, not kernel, say system issue, network issue, the adding EBS volume mounting problem. That is a practical problem. Okay, then for example AWS related, it will they ask you combination of how that works. Maybe control tower related question are very common, even for the fresher. I have seen this, people ask me about that. So there you have to be very market ready with the skill set, with the interviews, and don't think that you will excel in the first interview itself. If you give 20-30 interview, you might just click it in one, and that's the same story for senior and super senior engineer also. Okay, so nothing, no exceptions there. So for freshers it's challenging. You need to have good skills. Not, I mean, they're not expecting you to be expert, but they're expecting to at least have some workable knowledge, not like a basic zero. If you're a basic zero guy, honestly they will not select you. They will not even forward the resume to the hiring manager. So for example, I'm a recruiter, and you as a say you're a fresher resource, and you are sending me a resume and saying you did nothing, absolutely nothing, and or maybe you just did very kind of, I don't know, silly, very small application. Okay, a very common application that everyone else is doing, then you might not able to crack the opportunities easily. Instead, you should focus on what are the things happening, like realistic application, e-commerce, with all the use case that you've handled, that kind of way. Or maybe something that for example IoT application communication path that you've developed, which also very sought after thing. Or maybe a Kubernetes solution that you've deployed, and what are the challenges you faced, and all the things. Okay, so things that are really matter to a company. Because okay, and also another thing, requirement, even if it's a fresher opportunity, for each and every fresher opportunity, also company to company the requirement also matters. Some company might want Hello, Piyush. Good to see you. So some company want more in the IOC part, infrastructure as a code. Some company want basic, like more of the scripting experience, maybe in the just scripting or Python or maybe Golang that they will mention in the JD itself, most of the cases. Or maybe some companies want you to be a bit all-rounder, know the Jenkins. Not many company uses, but of course, not too many company, but many company uses. Okay, that's one thing. Okay. Okay, one thing from the Ushmita is that I'm not getting good response like interview calls. That is also what I'm talking about now. Okay, so see, when as a, even as a fresher, you're sending your resume to a interviewer or a company, don't send the same resume to each and every company. Each and every company, if you see the JD, even the skills looks common, but their use case is different. Research a bit about the company, what they're doing. Are they into the Kubernetes related things? Are they into the AWS related stuff? Are they into Azure related stuff? Research what the company is all about, what their engineers are doing, what are the contribution they're making, what are the things they're developing. You have to research. Like if you don't do the research, how can you know about all that? So do a bit of research, do about very good like I would say profiling. Okay, in my language I call it profiling. So do the profiling. Okay, after that you craft the resume based on the requirement itself, not a common, like say you're like say first you're say I have a objective, very vague objective. Then you have a say your qualification, and then your nothing experience of course, and then you're mentioning your skills. No, that doesn't work. Real life doesn't works like that. You have to have some project demo project specifically what they are looking for. You have to have some kind of contribution. I'm not telling to spam contribution like what other creators do. No, I will not tell that. But I will say something meaningful that you did. It doesn't have to be a open source contribution. It's a project that you put up free for everyone in GitHub. I'll be happy to see it. If I'm an interviewer, I'll be definitely happy to see what you did. And in the interview, I'll definitely ask if you're a fresh it on that. Okay. So that kind of stuff that makes sense. You have to develop your own sense that match up with the expectations. Okay. So do that way. It will be good. That's for the junior people. You need to show something because you don't have an experience to show off. If you can have some talks that you have did, or maybe some topic that you did research, that will be beneficial. But most cases you guys are nervous, so it is hard to talk about them. So instead develop some good projects, not sample like everyone doing. Have some individuality on that particular part so that people can differentiate. Okay, this you are doing something what this 10 other people not doing. Think about that. Okay, put your own creativity into that. Then it will only that will become valuable, and people will value that, and they can ask question related to that. Okay, if it's common, interview are not full. They have their I mean, if they forward that to another engineer who is socially active and say, okay, this is one is copying from other guys tutorial, or maybe other freely available thing, they will find out, and that's a bad thing. So you have to uh, you have to be uh, um, uh, okay, one question. Arjun, I'm very confused right now. I saw a video on his channel. I would love if you could give me your point of view. I'll come to that as well. Okay. I will definitely give answer on that. Okay. I will come to all the questions. As there are a lot of questions, I will come to that question as well. Okay. So, as the summary, if you're a fresher, make sure your resume is crafted according to the opportunity. That I've seen a success rate, very high success rate. If you do that, then make sure you have a good network of the people. Ask your if it's called if you did some kind of internship, then ask your senior people in not just senior, even your co-workers also, to add some recommendation on LinkedIn, because I have seen that when I talk about interviews, if a good guy have given me a recommendation, they say, okay, this guy, he recommended you. Even you can add the recommendation in your resume also. That's not something bad, I will say. That's good. Okay. So do this kind of things that will start making more sense, make your profile more kind of interesting. Okay. That's you have to do. Okay. Then comes to the mid senior. I will come to the senior later on, because senior guys already figure out most of the things, but mid senior is still in the phase of figuring out. Okay. So if you're a mid senior guy, but and what is the thing about mid senior? It's just maybe 3 4 year guy, or maybe like up to 5, you are a mid senior guy, okay, but that we call in our normal thing. Some people call them lead in 5 years. I don't know how they can call it. I have seen leads who are still not lead yet in 9 years. Okay, so it depends. Anyway, so what I will tell you, that your focus should be, because since you already have some like live or say production level project experience, highlight those. There is a star method. You can just Google about it. You will find a lot of articles what the star method. Utilize that. Mainly, star method, what I've seen, it's about the numbers game. So you have developed something, you work on a task, and what was the result of the task, how did you achieve your goal. And in interviews also, they ask you question like, give me a brief of what you did in this project, and that your recent project, that you're proud of, or that you are kind of you actively working on, and what you did, what are the result you have got from the particular project. Those kind of questions are they asking, specifically in the management round, or sometime in the dev round also. So there, have your answers already ready, put in the resume also. They may ask the same thing, that's fine, but have the things ready, then it will give you more confidence. Okay, other than that, of course, see, the thing is that technology world, the required skill set and all that is continuously evolving. Even the moment I'm telling something, something else got in the added in the Kubernetes, or something else got added in the ISE, or maybe some new service getting developed in AWS or other cloud. So it's a rapidly changing environment, and it is true and very hard to keep up with all the updates. And it's not possible also, if you think about, you're working in a project that doesn't even require you to use the, say, AWS machine learning services, and then you cannot put that, and that's, you don't even need to put that one. Okay, so whatever service you're actively working on, in that, what are the update, you should be focusing on that. In You should be also reading articles and latest trends, and see what fitting your profile. Okay, based on that, you should be also crafting your resume. So you'll be learning something new that is more relevant to you, so learn something relevant, okay, and add that your resume. And also apply in your project if it's possible, or if not like applicable for a project, then apply that knowledge into maybe a demo project. You'll find lot of resources people are sharing on that particular topic that you're learning. There are many resources, to be honest. Okay, so try to build that up, so that you can tell about that. Okay, if they ask you about, say, one Jenkins, you can show them if they're asking about some YouTube's projects, you should able to show something, whatever is the current market trend and what the people are looking for, that you should be getting ready with. Okay, so the key for you to show your experience, show what you have done, show the value that you can bring to the company if they hire you. Okay, that you have to put in the resume part, not about your your education. You have just mentioned that, okay, you do last top education, that's it. Objective should be not that, I will say not objective, but give a summary of experience, like say we senior DevOps or cloud engineer or programmer, then with specialize in Kubernetes or maybe ISE, whatever it is. Okay, you can craft that. Even you can use any like tool like ChatGPT or anything to make it more defined. I have no problem. Nobody has a problem with that. Okay, you have to prove that in the interview. That's the most important part. So that you have to do. And now for the senior people. Okay, see, senior people already know how to tackle, because they are more than 5 6 or maybe sometimes 10 experienced guys. Those already have seen how the market works. They have survived through this many years. They have the pretty good idea. Maybe they're in the say programming field, they want to come to DevOps or cloud, or maybe in the cloud DevOps field they want to go to programming. Either way, or maybe they want to do the both, maybe as a lead engineer, could be anything as per their interest. Okay, so since they have already figured out, it's already easy for you. Just make sure when you are putting on the resume or CV, don't try to put everything overload to the recruiter. They don't need all that. Okay, so of course your also trick, or even the mid senior engineer also, the trick is to actually build the resume based on the job requirement. Then you should craft the resume. Okay, that should be your key. Now additionally, what are the things that you can do to attract the more recruiter or the job opportunities? You should be publicizing your learning, because you're already senior engineer, because you already have seen the production issues, because you have already gone through the sleepless nights you should be publishing about that. You should be maybe as an article, as a blog post article, or maybe video if possible. I'm not telling that you have to be expert at video, but if it's possible, then do make a video. I think everybody will love it for sure. Okay, so do something about that, because that way people will learn about you. People will learn about experience. If they have the opportunities, they will definitely reach out to you, and that's already a good thing, because they know about you. They are already positive about you. They're positive about your experience. You might get a better chance of getting a job quickly. Okay, all the decision will happen fast for you. So that are the thing you should be taken care of. And if I talk about the jobs in the current market, senior people, again, based on the budget also, the most of the hiring happen. If you're senior, if you're applying for 10-20 companies, I think it's a kind of very average ratio, that if you try for even 10-20 companies, you get one or two, maybe three final offers in your mailbox, or maybe they will give it to you. Okay, and that's universally true. You do become a fresher, you do become a very senior guy. If you like first 5-6 interview, it's like you're bound to fail. Even though you're overconfident guy, you'll face interviews like you have the question you have never faced before. Okay, so it's like your learning experience for first 5 or 6 interviews. You just get used to it, and after 5-6 interview, it's your performance part. You are confident, you can answer the question of the interviewers very well. You already learned from your mistakes from the last 5-6 interviews, so you will eventually will start getting the final offer sheet. Okay, so final offer letters, so that's fine. That's how you should craft your journey. And I will be sharing, like I have already given, I think last 2-3 months, about 10 interviews. I got some final offers. So I will definitely share the question and answer. I'm still making them in Canva. I had to make it good, look good at least for you guys. Otherwise I can just share my gist list, but that's still not a good thing. So I will definitely kind of make a in I think 3-4 months back also I've shared one good list, but this one will be much better version, not the previous one, not a duplicate or not a common thing. It's all the new question that I've got. Okay, I will definitely do that. Okay, yes, no hello world example, never do that. Okay, mm, by email saying unfortunately will not be moving. That's a common thing for the 5-6 interview. Will get it. We'll definitely get it. I also get it. It's not like I am above the competition. Competition is extremely high, guys. There are many engineers out there who are not getting opportunities. We are fighting for the same position. We have to show them our best side, our skill set, and you have to impress. Kind of, it's a competition to impress. You have to prove your experience. You have to very good at communication, because you might be an expert in your field. You are extremely good at what you do, but like when giving the interviews, if you cannot portray the same thing, everything is useless, baseless, like no value, because you have to prove it. If it's your old organization, they know, they already worked with you. But new organization, it's just like they don't know about. Like, they maybe seen your post article, all that fine. Maybe they have seen your videos also fine if you're a creator, but they don't know you from the in and out. So for them to understand you, you have to be very open. You have to be very careful also while talking everything. Don't share your company secret. That's very important, because even if you're going for interview and by mistake you share your company secret from current form, you will not get hired. I'm 1000% sure of that. So you have to be careful. Careful. Be open. Be very proactive communicator. It will help you. Okay. So that's most of the job competition. I mean, very high. Be it junior, be it fresher, be it mid level, mid senior. Current market is bad. You guys already know about. I'm not a new person to tell the same. But what I'll tell you that um, there are jobs, people getting it. I'm getting it. So and many people I know, they are also getting it. So it's nothing impossible. Either they have to keep trying it. Okay, and you have to learn from your past failures, because if you keep repeating the same mistake, you will not get the opportunities. That I'm 100% sure. You have to give the interview, learn from the mistake, improve it. In the next interview, don't try to repeat the same mistake. Learn and then rectify and do improve, and you keep improving. It's not like the interview get tougher or easier. It's that you get tougher. You get more experience of giving interviews. That's how you crack the jobs and opportunities. Okay. A lot of question. I will come to that also shortly. I talk about the jobs and the interviews. I also was telling that, right? So interviews. If I'm telling about the interviews, you see there are formats, and every company to company, the format is different. Okay, how is different? So if it's a big company, even if you're applying for a say DevOps engineer position, in DevOps engineers it's very rare to have a system design interview. Well, I will suggest if you have a like, I have been part of many discussion of the system designing uh, and the overall implementation of the engineers also, giving my perspective as a cloud engineer or DevOps engineer, and taking their inputs, giving them the suggestions, because I have already been work as a normal programmer for last many years, right? So it was easy for me that it is for easy for me that I can give them this all the advices because I already lived through that phase. Okay, now what are the things that you can do, that when giving the interviews, okay, make sure you ask them what is the interview is about, because most of the cases, if you don't ask the interview what is the case, because you don't know that the next interview going to be a Python based scripting challenge, and you go to the interview and they suddenly give you the Python lead challenge, and it's like you work on Jenkins, you work on Kubernetes, OML manifestation, you work on the IAC code, and you didn't work in the Python script from last 2 to 3 days or maybe a week. If you don't work on something very actively, you tend to forget. That's what happens for the normal people. Okay, and if suddenly they give you're not prepared well enough for the interview, you will definitely fail, and that's something that bound to happen. So what you should do, like first interview is always kind of phonic round, and HR call you to deliver the interest, ask you about when you can join, and like all the basic stuff. Then in the second interview, it's most of the cases either it's the engineer round, I'll say it's about their engineering team specific question, team leader, or maybe their engineer will ask question, or maybe even before that, these days what I'm seeing is that there are automatic video based interviews. So kind of pre-screening, so where they will keep asking you question, you're giving some answer good, some answer wrong, then they will decide your average score. If it's passing score, then they will forward to the engineering team to reduce the engineering team's say burden of interviewing you. Okay, so in those cases, you have to be prepared. You have to ask them what the question is going to be. If the answer is you're all prepared, if you like, they will like. I've seen 99% cases they're given the kind of what are the things they're going to ask, not the question, but on the topic they want to ask. Okay, or maybe it's a technical discussion round, it's a coding round. They tell me, no, Sandeep, this is not a coding round, or Sandeep, yes, it's a coding round. They will give that answer at least. If it's a coding round, you can ask them, is it like any programming language I can utilize, or is it Python? See, this what is required thing in the Python or other programming. First look at the job description. If the job description already have that it's a Python scripting is required, then you are asking like, use this question, right? Because it's a requirement is Python, so of course you will be asked to give the interview. The machine round will be on Python. If it's in the AWS administrator you are joining up, so of course the AWS related commands, AWS system debugging, the network related problem, the CIDR, VPC, all the questions they will ask, right? So you have to also be like you have to have the common sense, that's there. But still, if you have a confusion, feel free to ask question. Asking question is not bad thing. It's actually a very good thing. You should be asking question. Okay, so ask the question in the interviews, and they will definitely give you the answers. Okay, and what is the second, like after your maybe screening round is done, the basic screening or technical screening, then is the machine coding round. There you have max to max, I will say 30 minutes to 1 hour. These days actually what I've seen in last 5-6 interviews, they given 1 hour. Some interviews I took more than 1 hour. I tell them, okay, I am having difficulties, I need more time, and they also sometimes give 30 minutes extra if there is no time foundation. Okay, so they will give that the time 1 hour 30 minutes based on their, if you ask them to extend, most cases if you ask them they extend for 30 minutes, it's okay. But you have to show them something promising. That's not like a one line you have written in the code and the rest of the code you have not able to written. That's a pretty bad thing. They will not entertain you. But even if you can't complete the solution, but you can just write this pseudo code or say think out loud. Okay, just show them that okay, you get the answer. It might be a bit difficult in the time foundation that you are not able to answer, that also fine. Sometimes I've seen, okay, but you know how things get done, you might get moved to the next round. But the best situation is that you able to answer, you able to write something workable code. It doesn't has to be 100% perfect code, but the things what they wanted, if you can do that, get able to get that one, it's more than enough in the machine coding round. And then you have a management round where they will be analyzing your behavioral thing. Or like if it's a situation that you have a customer call, customer issues, or maybe you're working on POC, or maybe you are working on other 10 things, how you prioritize your things. A question like that is very common. Or they will ask you around like what is your future, what are the things that you want to do in future or work on, what is your interest. They want to just match up your interest against their requirement, that's all. Then there are questions like they will ask you about, did you work in a team environments, what are the challenges you have faced in the work environments, do you want to work as a solo or as a team, what is your view working in a team. This kind of question also pretty common. So you should be preparing all the questions. Again, after giving 5 10 interviews, you are pretty much sure what you have to answer. You have your notes, you should be preparing your notes, you should be preparing your answers, all that. But if you're not, that will be a big problem giving the answer on the spot, because you don't remember all that, you are not prepared, so it will be a fuzzy question and answer thing. You should be giving the answer properly. Okay, so that's about the interviews. You should be performing interviews. Again, I'm telling you repeatedly, first 5 to 10, even 5 to 6, even sometimes 10 interviews can go bad. Even like you are going very at the end, all things are good, but something gone wrong and you didn't get the opportunity. That's pretty common also. Okay, but keep fighting, keep working hard, and you will eventually get it. It's not impossible. You have to put extraordinary effort. Okay, I will also share my story how I'm doing things these days, how or what I'm doing in the freelancing also. I'll come to all that. Okay, but now it's time to answer some question. Okay, so it's that, sir, when you start a new batch for DevOps, last time I took mentoring session from you. See, the thing is that I'm working on multiple freelancing projects and very good projects, to be honest. I mean, and even the new projects also going to come. So that's why I want to focus on the projects, because mentoring and all those are not my actual source of income, right? It's all the projects. I want to focus there, get more experience, so that I can share more experience with you guys. That's my entire thing. I also get experience and can help you more practical way, because most of the people come to me with their production related issues, or maybe dev related issues, or maybe something they're not able to do. It's not like very rare. The specific career related issues. Okay, so that's why I do get more experience and to work on more production projects. That's my main focus. So I'm not planning to do any kind of any mentorship batch or any batches this time, because I'm busy in my freelancing work. That's the truth. Okay. Okay, it's from Arjun, saying that I have a question. How can you grow network and from good connection on LinkedIn as a beginner who have just started learning DevOps and I don't have much to talk, and how to personalize? Okay, I'm giving answer one by one. First thing is that how to build a good network. See, to build a good network is very important. Of course, you should have good network of the recruiters, your fellow learners, your if possible senior engineers, and all that. And that is important. So first thing that you list out the people that you want to talk, you want to get more knowledge from. Okay, send them request. Personalizing the invitation is important, because like, many people also sending the request, right? How to differentiate who is genuine interested people and who is just doing for the sake of number of connection. Now, one thing is very important. Like for me, important. Let's say my connection limit is already crossed 30,000, right? Sometimes some people unfollow or unconnect. I'm happy. I just I have more than 3,000 people pending on the connection. I accept from those people, but it depends. Like when you're reaching to a person as a you're sending connection. If they're already popular in the LinkedIn and all that, you other social LinkedIn specifically, they might not accept your connection because of their limited reach. So what you should be doing, you should be sending them there if they possible to get the mail, or maybe Twitter, or maybe Instagram. You try to reach out there. I'm not that active in the say Instagram or Twitter, but I really want to. I don't have a team. I'm a one man army, you can say, single person doing everything. My capacity is limited. But people might have a team, other also they might reply also. That's the thing. But what I would suggest, you try to go and comment their work, because I kind of reply to people. I kind of focus on the people who are actively contributing a conversation with me, maybe in the messages, maybe in the comment section, because they're watching it, they're giving their honest opinion. So do for other people also, you'll see they will connect definitely. That's a good trick to have. Okay. And yeah, just follow, like, make a list of the people that you want to really want to connect and follow, and try to them, see their connection limit is not reached. No, they don't have a 30,000 connection in LinkedIn. Otherwise sending them an invite is useless, to be honest. But the people who don't reach the limit, if you send them and send a good, like, say, sir, I am fan of your work, like, you share this article, I liked it, I'm facing this issue, or maybe I want to learn more, stay connected, they will accept. Okay, be humble, and it will definitely they will accept. Okay, so it's about having a quality connection on LinkedIn. Reach out to more people, like, who's love your work, whose post inspire you, whose article help you in your work. You should be focusing on that. Okay. Okay, so what is the current job scenario for the DevOps engineer? Very good question. I think it's from Shubhankar Nyogi. See, what I have seen so far for freshers in DevOps as a DevOps engineer is become extremely hard, because I forwarded some people to some companies. They're good. They're good at skills. Okay, they're fresher engineers, and everybody not else, but in most of the cases they rejected, and they come to me and say, I don't able to perform in the interviews. They're giving us the production related thing, and we didn't able to answer. So what I say, see, then you have to also try out all the things, scenarios in the AWS account. You have to go through all that, like, use the learning experience and keep trying on. Eventually they got the opportunity. So I will again say, in freshers specifically, current market is tough, but if you're persistent, if you are giving enough interviews, you'll eventually get it. For senior and mid-senior people, I would say positions are less reasons, because the market is down. To be honest, it's pretty serious. You can also see recession and all that's happening, so market is pretty down. But still they are hiring, still people are getting hired, even they're getting good packages. Okay, most of the cases, many companies not even giving any say increment this year. Last year also they didn't give it. Kind of is an excuse for them. To be honest, they can, if they want to, they can give. They are going for huge profit, but they don't want to give. That's the reality. Okay, so uh, what I suggest, that you list out the company, you search about the companies, do your own research. That's very important. You search about the companies, you go the market and see what company performing well. If they have any recruitment going on, apply there. Of course, see the job description. Not just apply and forget. If you have the direct access, somehow maybe message the recruiter. If you have the email of the recruiter, directly message them, directly send them the CV and say what are the why you are best fit for the position, and you have to keep doing it, and sometime it will click. That is the thing you are looking for. I'm saying, you if you keep applying for the more position as much as possible, sometime it will click and you will definitely get opportunity, but you don't know when they're going to happen. You have to keep trying. There is no shortcut, to be honest. Okay, so in short, for this particular question, market is tough. You have to keep trying and keep learning, be relevant to the market, and you'll definitely get it. Hi Ashish. Hello Vinod. Long time back. Okay. Okay, one thing. Doing backend dev in Go third year, how to prepare for job. Okay. So Go, if you're doing Go, I will say it's good opportunity, because see, in the market, if you see, like, top three language where the recruitment and the payment is also high, one of these Go for the backend. So JavaScript, Python, and Go. Java is there, I will say, around fourth position. My personal analysis, it can depend to person, it's fine. But if you ask me my opinion, I see, based on the job demand and the market, I mean market job demand and the supply, Go is good place. You can learn Go and you can definitely get a job, because not many engineers learning Go, and Go is still in demand. So what are the kind of project you should do? Develop some system level application, meaningful application, not the basic hello world, please. Some system level, network level, network info, list filtering out the MAC ID from the list of the thing, some searching folder, modifying files, so something useful that you'll build, or maybe triggering some APIs and get the data and doing something meaningful, storing in somewhere. Those kind of, like, that's meaningful. You have to. I think, or I have seen that the best place, go to freelancing website, see the Go requirements. Like, Or I mean, in the job places, you see, job places they don't give you the challenges, but in the freelancing, you said you go and search over the go. You see what are the why people are hiring. You are not going to get. I mean, if you don't apply, of course you don't get hired. But if you see the challenge statement and try to build an application that matches the challenge statement, and then you show as a demo to other people or do kind of share that on LinkedIn or other places to popularize yourself, which is okay, good. Then you might have better chance of getting project because you're doing something where other people are not doing it. As a third year, it's your say biggest hit if you can just build some real required application instead of hello world, very simple Fibonacci series, all that basic things. Okay, you will be in a best standing if you do develop maybe a web application using Go frameworks. Maybe doing concurrent data processing, maybe one you have 1 GB data, how you should divide data in chunks, and you just go channels or maybe other whatever best solution available to fast process the data. Those things actually matters to companies. Okay, they will be happy to see all that you should be focusing. Okay, what are the things then? What about the through the experience? Or okay, see, I can say job market is down, and I am hoping. Actually, I hoped in the beginning of the market it will go up because of the new year demand, but unfortunately, it's still going down. But again, going down doesn't mean that the market have zero opportunity. There are opportunities. You will definitely get it. Just that you have to try more. Okay, you have to learn the required skill. You go through the development website and see what is the most requirement skills that are asking for based on your experience level, and you have to prepare. Okay, and that is how preparing preparing for the performing the interviews and understanding what the company requirements are. Based on that, you craft your resume and prepare yourself. Is that the important part? Most people miss there. Okay. Okay, one question here from Ashish Dange is that would have learned DevOps. I did certification, but I don't have experience. I have 80 experience. I did gap after graduation, so I can become independent contract like you. You are our company is asking for experience. No, see, for the freelancing, I have not seen people asking for the experience certificate. To be honest, some companies do. They have say. Kind of company requirement, company have some kind of protocol they have to do, so I have to give some references of my past companies, which I'm okay because they already referred me on the LinkedIn, so I have no problem to forward to them. But if you don't, then there's a problem again. If you have a 8 year gap after graduation, um, see, the thing is that they sometimes also don't see all the graduation, like all that thing. They see the skill and experience. If you can show them somehow your skill experience via projects or via something that can be provable, that makes you more high. Okay, 8 year gap. I am not a 8 year gap guy, to be honest. I'm very active from the start to now. I'm always coding every day. I'm coding every day. I'm facing issues production of the one of the things, the certification expiry stuff, and another thing, production server going down one instance because of some the port issue. So this kind of issues comes and I'm solving them constantly. So for me, I'm working on real life application for many companies throughout. Like I don't even keep a count of how many companies have consulted and solution, even all the stuff, because I stopped keeping count after few years later. So for you it will be challenging because now, like, when I did, I had very good competition, still able to crack it, but now competition is 10 times higher. So you might have the skills, you might have the gap which is negative, but if you have the skills that can compensate that part, or you have the skills that is you're doing, you learn something really great, you can perform, you can just prove that part, and you keep your rates low, you will be able to get the contracts. Okay, but it's all based on your skill set, how you perform on the interviews, and how you can deliver the thing. Because if you deliver the thing, you get the good recommendation, good reviews. That is the main stuff. Like, for me, the most challenging part was getting my first client, because the first clients, his recommendation helped me get 3 or 4 more clients. He suggested me, this Sandeep is a great guy. He developed my interactive maps application in my site, and it's working great. People are amazed to see the map. They're able to play YouTube videos and say, wow. And I got 3 projects from his references in US. So that is one thing that you should be looking after. You deliver good work, and you will definitely get more clients. If you deliver bad works, you will like see, in freelancing, in independent contract, it's all about the goodwill that you build. Once that gone bad, it's very hard to survive in the freelancing field or contract based field. Okay. Okay, it's good. Very interesting question from I don't know your name. Sorry, but gamers. What is the interview level for Kubernetes? It depends based on the position. If it's junior engineer, say junior Kubernetes, they're gonna ask you like what is the node, what is the replica set, daemon set, how to do cron jobs and all that. But if you are a mid senior guy, then they will increase the difficulty a bit. They will ask you like how, there are like this pod is actually taking all the resources up. What is the solution? How you should prevent that to happen? I want to run 10 pods in this like in a same cluster. I want to divide separate environments or maybe develop multi-tenant Kubernetes cluster. How you do it? And then most senior people like how to upgrade the server without any downtime, how to do this cross cloud scaling we can achieve, how to do this library probes, all the liveness probes, how to make sure that in our upgrade when it happens, zero downtime, and any problem we should be able to very quickly roll back. Then the disaster recovery, RPO, RTO, all those things come. The more the um, seniority parties goes, the complexity of the interview also grow exponentially. And most of the questions these days you can find in Google, you find in the chat GPT, you find ask the actual people, ask the, if you can somehow go to the, what I found to be intriguing and interesting, when I go to different events, and if it's a senior guy, is a tech lead or it's a very good position, if I'm having a coffee with them or having food with them, I ask what are the kind of questions you ask these days to your hiring for, and what are the things that you're interested in, you're working on. Of course, I'm not asking them to share about their company secret. No, that's just some chit chat which I'm getting very knowledge from. That's a very, because you get to familiar the people, you talk to that person very frankly, okay, and they give out a lot of that stuff, okay, which is very interesting. You should be attending. I think I talked. Actually, I'm not getting good response in interview. See, you have to understand why you're not getting it. I don't know your resume, unfortunately, those people, but you can go to that resume world, like many, you can just search about it, okay. Many, if you go to YouTube, there are many places, good videos available on how to craft very excellent research. And just maybe you can go with the views and likes or comments, how they're like, how good it is. Or maybe you go to chat gpt or any resume building site, you will be able to get it. So in a resume, no matter what stage you are, if you can add the things to that you build something, if they want to see that you did something, that's more important. If you can just prove that part, now you will be very good standing. That's what I can say. And the secret of getting more interview calls is like how well you can prepare the resume, and how of course the cover letter, if you can build that good one, and make sure that when going for interviews you are prepared. Ask them the question what kind of interviews can be, and prepare for that. That is more important part, okay. What is the next one? Say, hey Guru. Guru was messaging. It's okay, Guru. I will handle. Okay, I will come to that later. I can handle today. No worries. Today is no demo, right? Okay, I said my resume did not get shortlisted in a company. Okay, that's a very serious problem. I said my resume did not get shortlisted any company out of 30 applications in January. I first suggestion on LinkedIn, I have 2 experience. Okay. See, the thing is that, as I say in the beginning of the video, right? The job market is that I'm, and this is reality. I hope it would have improved, but it is not. It's based on the market, dynamics. It can happen. So, what the thing is that in 2 year experience, it's something that you should still be able to get the job. Is that you have to maybe craft your resume properly, have add more like real time experiences, have some use cases ready that you perform really well, you achieve something. You have to craft that way. And I have already shared in my videos, in article, in some LinkedIn posts also, how to prepare resumes. Or there are many people who share their session also, not just my session. You combine and make a good resume. Okay. Again, you are not getting shortlisted via the, even after trying 30 application. That's something concerning. You need to review your resume with some senior. That will be important. Okay. Let's see what happening. Okay, so that is something important. Okay, you have to because this is a problem, you may even talk with a senior say recruiter. I think these days recruiter, like good company recruiters, they're going to top mid, and for some like very cheap bucks, they're okay to come into call and give you suggestion how you can improve resume. You can take that on also. Okay, that's all fine. It doesn't have to be me or any other people. It can be anyone that who can help you out. Just try to reach out to them, whoever is useful for your journey. Okay, because there will be challenges, there will be problem like this. I'm suggesting something that can work, cannot work, because market keep changing. Even for example, I teach you something 3 year back. What is the relevance of that today's world? Nothing, because in three world everything changed. The application, the folder structure, the tools itself could change, right? So it's okay, it's keep changing. Try to get help from the senior people, specifically recruiters, because your resume got not getting sorted. So check the ATS code of the resume, because these days all the companies are using ATS. If you're not applying directly to the recruiter, if it's via the company website or something automatic application, make sure you are having a high score in the ATS. Okay, and you can use any good resume builder. Don't put too much graphics or your picture. Never put your picture. Just some mandatory things. If you follow that any good resume builder, you will be able to get that. What I'm trying to say is that there will be problem, but your problem is actually like getting 30 interview, applying for 30 position, not getting a single one. That is concerning. I will say get some expert suggestion that will help you out. Even if my time is very problematic, but in top of my time, say there are many people. Okay, you can just go and just good some any good person with some good experience and crafting resume, working in a very good company in TopMate. You can search for it in TopMate, and if it's there's in your budget, you can just go with anyone. These days, people are available for very cheap cost, right? Okay, then see the thing. Next question. I am currently here working. My client is a client banking from Canada. My current role is back in Java. In DevOps tool, you use Bamboo Jenkins. Okay. Like, okay, I don't know your question. What is the question? Maybe you ask later on, but I will check. Okay, I didn't ask the question. But you're working 3 MNC. My client is banking from the Canada. My role is back in Java. DevOps tool you use Bamboo. Okay, yeah. For observation, you have the Datadog, K8s, maybe hosting application, Dynamics, but also maybe additional observation. Jira for the ticket tracking, Docker for containerizating, making the image, Jenkins for the CI/CD, Bamboo. I forgot what is that for. Like, people who use Bamboo, I forgot. Maybe it's also maybe for CI/CD. I forgot actually. So you have to check that again. Ask the question. I'll definitely answer. Okay, it's one thing that I am very confused right now. It's a video by Pedro sir about courses on his channel. I would love if you can give. See, I didn't like see the complete one what you said, but if you're going for the basics videos, see what people are like referring, or what people are sharing experiences. You can just start with the Udemy. That's completely 500 400 courses. That's okay, right? If you want a direct one-to-one person level help, you can just there are many people giving these courses and all that for live courses where they can interact with the people. You can try that out, and it depends. Okay, and again, like one personal opinion is personal opinion, and completely self thing. I cannot comment too much on that, but you should be experiencing yourself, and see the review from other people and see, because okay, another thing, that one solution cannot fit all. Whatever I'm making videos, I'm saying that maybe 10-20% will get happy with that. Other people might not get happy because it's not just for them. So what you are trying for, see that thing who is, because if you think about, okay, one very important point, if it's a very good engineer, doesn't mean that the engineer will become a very good teacher. Same vice versa. If he's a very good teacher, it doesn't mean he can teach you well, he can explain you well. Doesn't mean that he can just make you a very great engineer by just teaching. Your effort is required no matter what you do, and the people, actually people are there who have achieved something greater. Maybe it's the number of followers, maybe number of the videos they made, courses they made. They have done something. Okay, I am not sure about someone who didn't do something and going suggestion. I will not come to go to that. But what I'll suggest that if like anything, even to make a one video with course and all that, that takes extraordinary effort for editing, making video, thinking about the concept, learning about the particular problem statement, and doing experiment. It takes time. Okay, and uh, like my personal suggestion always, if I'm trying to learn something, uh, uh, I will first go to YouTube, see a video is available or not. Then I will go to Udemy. If I'm not getting good content, then I have to go for paid options, right? In Udemy, most of the cases I find it. If I'm not getting the Udemy, it's okay. I try to do as much as searching in different articles, because now if I'm not getting good resources from anywhere, I just go to different articles and I search about maybe 100, 200. I mean, my my Chrome tab sometimes is overloaded with the tabs. It's okay. My MacBook can support all the tabs. So, and I learn from all the articles. I try all them in my computer. I get errors. I try to search about the error. I get a solution. I apply them, and that's how I learn. Sometimes these days I'm using chat gpt, and sometimes it's correct, sometimes that also like useless, not giving me proper result, so I search again. So it's not like I'm born with all the knowledge, I'm born with all the experience, and I have to keep trying, keep googling, because one of the very important thing in different interviews I've seen people asking, okay, you don't know, it's fine, you google about it, but if you don't want to learn, that's the problem, that you're not willing to accept, you're egoistic, you cannot improve that way. So what I'm going to say is that there will be problem, you are not, or even the person teaching you is not 100% good on that, is fine. And but they're trying to achieve something, they're trying to make the course at as much effort they can put, they're putting it, they will also grow. It's not like what they're giving is they're already sticking that, they also will grow as the time grows, they will also learn something, they will incorporate later on. But it's your responsibility as a learner to learn from the multiple sources and get things done. There should be absolutely no shortcut. If you are thinking, okay, that guy is teaching, I'm not able to teach from that one, you see, if that guy is not able to fulfill your teaching part, you should try someone else. Like I invested my money on a cloud guru, I learned something, then on the Linux Academy also when I was actively on the learning phase, then on the plural side, like wherever I can get the knowledge to get things done, I did it. So you can do the same thing. You cannot just blame on people that okay, they are not bad. Like it's like I cannot dance because the floor is bad. In Bengali we call it Nasna Pale Utan Meka. So it's like you are you are not able to dance because the like it's not like that. You have to adapt to the situations. Nobody going to come and give you money for free or going to come and feed you for free. The thing is that the entire world runs on the money, and you have to earn it. And to earn it, you have to get skills. You have to develop your communication skill. You have to become that person who can achieve that feat. So don't expect something to be happen on shortcut. Okay. Yes, I think Guru said something very good. Don't be a sheep in the herd. Be a shepherd. That's that you should be. Okay. Sir, can I connect the session? I have my top mate. Like I have the on the weekends only get a free. My wife get angry, but if you can book, it's fine for student for whoever like the freshers. They can give a very minimal amount. They can book it. Okay, so you can do it. Not a problem. Doing okay. I think he's already answered that one. I will now. I'm going to discuss. Yes, Guru. Always good to see Guru. Okay. Okay. I think I will. Mr. Black. I think already given that answer. Let's see. Any goes. I'm going to come to the market part. Why this situation is happening? What you should do on that thing. Okay, I will come to that then. Okay. Let's see. Any other question? What type of challenges in coding? Okay. I will answer that because I was talking about the interviews part, right? So in the recent challenges, I think out of last 10 interviews, two interviews I got the DSA question. Unfortunately, I get it as if those are the big companies, not the small companies. They given I cannot say about the exact what is the problem. That might be conflict of interest. If I share it, like, they are also watching. People watch, right? So I cannot say, but I got the DSA challenge. I able to solve one. I didn't able to solve one other problem. It's fine. I was preparing because they told me it's going to be DSA round. That's fine. For the practice, you can go to lead code, you can go to any other platform to practice. I have no any personal preference, you can just go and do practice anywhere else. Another other places at the coding round, they give me say log analysis, very common. I've seen last many challenges like in the past, also past years I have faced that, so I able to perform that one in Python. I did it because I did multiple time in production also, I have to do it. And 2 to 3 round, it was Ansible. Recent round also, I got an Ansible related problem in the practical, you can say. And another 2 to 3 round around cloud formation or Terraform is also very common technical question. One interview they actually asked me to develop an interface. Okay, you can Google about it. You can if you have an existing basic stuff, you can incorporate that, and you have this their basic requirement, basic component to utilize, and make the server ready as a not production but MVP rated server. Okay, one came. So like this kind of question keep coming. Okay, the thing is that all this depends on the company, because company to company entire recruitment process is different. uh, Questions sometimes get common, but it doesn't mean the exact interview process same. So company to company, all the recruitment process is different, their stages are different, the people who will be interviews of course are different, so the challenges also will be different, right? uh, what you should do, practice the common cases. I think like 2 weeks back I shared one PDF where the practical question I faced that time. I already also have this new question set which I'm preparing. I will share at that. Okay, I will share all the practical question also, and even the answers also. I really actually I was in a conflict, should I share the answers and give it a homework? But some people, like not everyone is capable of searching all the answers and do it. I don't like the spoon feeding, but I will see. If it's very complicated, I might answer. Otherwise, I might just say it's very simple one. You figure it out. I will see that part. Okay. Um. Okay. If we have the have the career gap. Okay. This is one controversial controversial question, that if I don't have experience, see, if giving fake or negative, like if there is a background check, now you will see big problem. And what happened, you can maybe pass on the interview based on your skill set, somehow you pass it, okay, and there is a background check later on. The shame, the I'll say, uh, the bad things that are going to come to you if your background check failed is going to be another level. The insult you will going to get, maybe not maybe verbal, but inside, from the inside you will feel that insult. What I have done, I should not have done that. I know sometimes it become very complicated. I mean, I have the luxury, I'm telling it, but I don't think it should be giving false experiences. Instead, just be say I had the leave. Or, I mean, don't have the experience, or I was off. I'm doing something else. You can just tell it. Okay, and I don't think many companies will accept that, but there are companies okay with it. Maybe based on the pay scale or whatever skill set, they're okay with it, so it's fine, right? So it's your call, but I will suggest not to give any fake experiences. Okay. Okay, what do you say? Okay, I two, three question, and that okay, then I will just focus on the market dynamics part. Okay. So what about cloud computing for DevOps? The cloud computing, you have an opportunity, okay, or for DevOps, I don't see too much opportunities available these days. You can work very hard and you can get it, but very hard. But cloud computing, say as a cloud engineer or cloud system architect, you can go as an associate and you can learn and you can do it. Okay, in cloud architect, but also they tend to prefer senior people, but it's okay. You can still get the associate level opportunity. But DevOps also you can get it, but it will be very hard. That I can say in the current market scenario. Um, Oh, it's a good question. JavaScript fan asking for DevOps and only know Python. Okay, so how to stay DevOps when you somebody knows only Griffin? See, as a rule of thumb that I have seen or I have experienced, in typical DevOps requirement, you need to have the experience of the shell scripting, um, and Linux, of course. And sometime if they have the servers in Windows, then of course they will be asking for some Windows experience. Then, for example, you they will be asking about some cloud experiences, maybe AWS or Azure, based on their whatever they're hosting the application. Again, company to company, things will differ. Then they will ask you any infra as a code, CI/CD tools, some DB related administration related thing. Again, DB part optional. Many companies ask, many companies don't ask. It depends based on their existing solution and requirement. That is something you have to see based on their company requirement or company what is doing. Then observability part, maybe Prometheus, Grafana, Lock-in. The lot of things are there. Many new things coming up. You should be focusing on latest, most demanded, and getting whatever the tools getting utilized. You have to get maybe Dynatrace, maybe Datadog, whatever it is. You just get used to it. Maybe Splunk. Like there are a lot of solutions, so you have to get used to things where you see the opportunities are there. Do your own research. I will say, don't just listen to my word, just listen to anybody's word. Do your own research. That's the best way, I can tell you, because there'll be all many bhaiya, didis, dadas on all are there. Even excluding, like, including myself also, there'll be many people saying all that. It's your life. It's your duty to verify all the things that people are saying Maybe it match, maybe it doesn't match, but it's your responsibility to be honest. So do your own research. Okay, I don't know why you're saying that. Okay, I have a wife, maybe that's true. In a LinkedIn job, okay, yeah, I think that's very good question. Okay, so LinkedIn job plays the common asking how many experience, for example, GCP, looking how to pass the question. So yeah, I mean, whatever is your actual and should be giving there. Lie is not a good thing, right? So just whatever your actual experience, just give it. Okay, let me give the current market scenario and then I will come to all the other question. Okay, so what about this recession and layoff? Why is happening? Why these things are going on? Okay, let's come to that. So what happened in the during COVID phase? Like it was the market was very up, even though it looked down, but it's not. For that IT company specifically, their demands were very up. Okay, so the companies who are into manufacturing or maybe who are into the say IoT and all that, they because they see the demand go up, they pre-ordered with huge amount. Okay, that become a problem. They ordered it now. There is not much demand and sales is going down. Or there are service companies or any like tech companies. Then they see the surge in demand for their services and they overhead people. Okay, that's one thing, and they cannot sustain that for long. That's affecting their profits or maybe their operational stuff, or maybe just they don't want to have this many people job for like doing work for them, right? So they just kind of want to get rid of them one way or another. They just want to get rid of the additional sum. And when like, there people say that when the layoff happening, usually it's without any categorization or that, but that's not true to be honest. What is actually happen? They see what are the who are the people who are critical to the company, and they see the people who are not critical to the company. They usually tend to remove the non-critical people. And that's the reality and the fact. Okay, you should be understanding that part. So what I will say, if you want to be more like avoid the decision part, what I have done so far, I always tend to be in any key positions in a company or startup. So that is very I'm become a key position. I'm kind of handling a lot of stuff. I'm kind of their backbone of their application. So I have a zero chance or less chance of getting out of the company. That you should be focusing. So perform well, get more experience, achieve some things, and you'll be treated like a very critical resource over the time. So you can become like that. Other than that, you become well skilled. You tend to work for the short term contract. That is also fine. You don't care about the layoffs. You just get the work done, move to the next project, right? But for the job people who are like any people is in the mid kind of mediate kind of guy, they face the main problem because they're not expert or well skilled on any particular or two particular stuff. And then the layoff happens, they are also in the list of the people who get like kicked out the faster. So my suggestion here, how to be out of this mess, is that you should become a key player in a company. I know it's a big company. For example, it's a 1,000 2,000. It's very hard to become for you to become a key resource. But if you are a team of 10 people or 20 people, you have the higher chance to become a key resource. If you keep performing really well, if you keep delivering your commitments, you will definitely become a key resource. Okay, so it's also based on your performance, based on your skills, based on your communication, based on how you perceive things. Things matters. Okay, like no person from the outside can too much influence on you. That part, I'm pretty sure that it has to come from the inside. Something has to come from your inside. You have to try on hard learning, managing, juggling things. Like as a when you're working in startup companies, to be honest, I'm sometimes jumping into customer calls, sometimes jumping into the production issues, sometimes in the meeting call, system design call, that call, this call. That is the reality. That's how you take the responsibility, you deliver things, and you become a key resource. It's not easy. It's never been a easy stuff for me. It's hell. I sometimes had to, like, I'm giving you honest answer. Okay, how I'm able to get money. I have, like, if you ever read the book of my that where my story is written in the cloud career journeys, I have space. Like, I have nothing. My original family background is actually below poor. Okay, then how I make multiple houses and my car, all this and that. I'm not going to bragging about that. It's because I work hard than people have ever seen. I worked hard in like a hell. I sleep for only maybe 3 4 hours sometime before the marriage and baby, because yeah, that affected my health in a bad way. But I didn't want to be a poor guy. I want to become a, not, I mean, of course everyone to be rich, so nothing special about that, but I want to become someone who can like have enough that I don't have to think of like going out of money in my life. I had to become that guy, and I will do achieve this somehow. Okay, working hard, working in multiple projects. I didn't say that if I work on one project, I didn't ever think that I could sustain my life that way, especially in freelancing, because you may have a job today and you might not have a job tomorrow. So you have to have more people around, more opportunities in your hand, that you can kind of give you a sense of guarantee. Nothing is guarantee anyway, but the sense of say sense of production, that you are planning, that you can manage it somehow, because you might have loans, you might have to pay for a lot of stuff in life. Nothing is free. Electricity bill, this bill, that bill, nothing is free. Practically zero is free. People give free, that's kind of a say branding promotion, or sometimes they have doing it for good, which is okay. But nothing is free, to be honest. If you're watching something, even a video, that's costing you your time. So nothing comes free, of course, to be honest. So focus, work hard. There is no easy way. Okay, and instead of like focusing or becoming too much into something, try to focus on your career and learning more. Okay, that I can suggest more. Okay, that's about the why this recession happened, because that time was too much demand. People overhired, companies overhired. Now they're kicking out to under like down the cost, and also to show up the to get more shareholders and all that. There's a kind of complicated thing going on. But main thing is to cut down the cost. They're doing this layoffs again. Critical resources, they really kick out. They kick out the people who are not good at what like not I'll not is the term not good at, but not a key resource. That's what I can tell you. Okay, and that's the reality. You agree, doesn't agree, I don't care, or it doesn't matter, but that is the reality. Okay. Okay, so just for her saying that, hi Sandeep, have okay. I just have layoff from Infosys where I was working support. I want to get into DevOps and get hired as a DevOps engineer. Your guidance much appreciated. See, there are many people I have talked to in my past years, then who were from the support background, have very good experience on production issue handling. They have seen production issues. They have helped like to mitigate the issues, or maybe help resolve giving a resolution. For them, it was easy. I don't know your support background. What was that? Maybe I don't know. You can just reply that. But if you have that kind of background, and then you come to learn the skill set what a DevOps engineer, you can just go Google about it. You will see the all the list that is required. I will not repeat. Reinvent the wheel. So already the data is there. The thing is that you can get all the data there. You know what are the skills. When I can tell you also, like I will tell recently also. It's fine. You need to have all the skills, you need to have this, but the problem is that uh, the role, the amount you'll be getting very lower than the actual experienced DevOps engineer. It will be more of a fresher kind of salary, or very low salary they'll give, because they're moving or jumping from one position to other position. Accept that for 1 or 2 years, then you jump, they move to the other company to make the high payment. That you should be focusing on somehow. Just like if you're really interested in DevOps and cloud, all those things, then learn the skills, build some projects, go to a company. I mean, not one company. You have to keep trying for many companies to get one break into one company. Or even better, if the company that you work in a say layoff is something matter, but if you are working in some one company support and there is internal transfer happening, somehow you will to crack it. That's the best part, because the pressure will be low. Otherwise, if you just move from say support to other one, the pressure will be a bit high. So that is one thing you have to take care of. Okay. um okay, can you provide some good Golang freelancing? No, it's like any freelancing website, for example, up that what is I forgot what is the Upwork, not Upwork, yeah, Upwork, freelancing.com, top 12 turing, and many websites. You just go and Google about the tech freelancing or tech kick site or freelancing website, a lot of site. Just go and search about the Go, and you'll see all the Go related projects that's coming up. Then you can like, focus on what is the best thing that you can develop. Then you can build project like that. That will be easy. There is no such as a particular one. Okay. Okay. Big companies sometimes do ask. I think yes, that experience. I don't know which one group. Then hello Sandeep. I have one concern. What is the used Terraform in Q is mandatory to know how Terraform as well as Q? Okay. Let me understand the question. Sorry if I'm slow a bit. If I'm slow. So, hello Sandeep. I have one concern. What is the use? What is the use Terraform and Kubernetes? It's mandatory to know Terraform as well as Kubernetes. It depends. See, not every company in the world actually working. They can say it. They can show like that they're working on, but they might not actually working on Kubernetes because of this complexity. So, not like every company in the world, they might want to work, but they're not maybe actually working right now. They might be working on say normal EC2 based or maybe serverless architecture or maybe ECS. So there are many opportunities like that. So it is not mandatory to learn Kubernetes if you are working in a say ISC project, but it is best if you can learn it because this is one of the very demanded skill or technology in the current market. uh, it is good to learn it because that will increase your chances of getting the opportunities. If you know Kubernetes, try for the CK also. It's a good certification. Okay, it's practical this certification, very good certification. You can target for that also. And what you additionally do, there are, I mean, I have, if you go to my YouTube or maybe other people, like many people doing this, okay, infra as a code with Kubernetes, Cloud Channel also doing it, I did it, many other channels did it. You can just go to such channels and see how they're doing it, okay. And they're like my project source code, any other people's source code, most of the cases available freely on the GitHub. Try to understand that code because for me specifically, I learn tremendously from other people codes. It's like I'm not developing every single code that is available in the market, but I am learning from the as much as possible when I'm jumping to a new project or I'm working with other team and all. I'm learning from them. So your focus also should be learning from freely available source codes. It might not be production ready, by the way, but you can learn something at least that you can later optimize for production level usage. So it's not mandatory, but it's good to learn about Kubernetes and how to in Terraform. You can maybe EKS cluster you can integrate, or maybe say Google GKE or maybe Azure AKS, whatever it is. Your interest, and you see what your company they are want to target as a like target as a say applying for what they're utilizing. Then it makes more sense. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Uh, so I'm saying interview question Kubernetes ask me what is the EKS kube admin. Okay. KOps, which do you prefer? Can you tell me why in banking or e-commerce health, which type of cluster select in above? Okay. I think I don't know, it's a very good question, but it can ask based on their use case. They can tell me. They can ask you. So they're asking that Kubernetes, what is the EKS, kubeadmin, KOps, which one you prefer? Again, this is to verify your experience. If you are mentioning the resume, or maybe they are working with these two tools, or maybe they have some kind of requirement, they're asking you to verify your working experience. If you work on any of the two, you know what is the pros and cons of these two tools, and you have to, based on that, you have to give the response. That's the thing they're looking for. Then can you tell me why in banking, e-commerce, health, gaming, which type of cluster you select in above? See, EKS, Gerwin and Kyo, ultimately they are developing Kubernetes cluster, right? And you are targeting maybe bare metal or maybe on cloud something. So it's not about the tool. It's the cluster, the resources, the nodes, the networking, and all those things. All this thing combined. The deployment methods, everything combined that you develop. It's not specifically to any tool, to be honest. Again, you have to ask them the question to clarify the things, and based on that, your experience, you have to give the answer to that. Okay. Okay. We can use Docker for deployment, right? Why use need Docker? See, Docker, there is Docker Swarm available, but not that kind of very community accepted. There are community, of course, but not people prefer it. For container orchestration. See, Docker, you can generate the image, and there is many other tool available also, which you can develop a open image kind of that standard image, and that can run in any Kubernetes cluster if they have the that container engine is there. Okay. So that thing is that Docker specifically are mainly used for to develop the image or generate the image. Then that image you deploy in a orchestration environment. That can be Kubernetes. That can be other tool. Many other tools available in the market, right? But Why Kubernetes? So if it's a complex architecture developing, or it's a company they have very good traffic, you're expecting to have some microservices or very complex container orchestration kind of requirement, then you jump in Kubernetes. For a simple application, one single application, you have one simple database, you have maybe simple database. Then why bring the complexity to like a Kubernetes? That's overkill. Kubernetes, if you really have the requirement, then go for Kubernetes. Overkill, I also don't like it. Like you want to kill one mosquito, and for that you are using command to shoot it. So that's kind of the situation most people does. Like even I've seen a meme where like you have zero users, then you have the multi availability zone integration, multi region integration. You're running Kubernetes, this that X Y Z. That's overkill. So don't go for overkill. Instead, think, do you really need it? If you do really need it, then only do it based on the requirement. Okay. Last question was what Kubernetes. Okay. This Kubernetes. Okay. What is GitOps and how it helps? See, GitOps is that Git work as a like single source of truth. From there, any deployment, because that's if that works as single source of truth, any changes should be getting deployed to staging on prod infra or maybe test infra, and maybe based on test infra, if there is QA infra is available, based on their approval, it will, or maybe release manager doing approval, then best go to the production. Or sometime if all the test goes, even automation automated integration tests are there, all good, then I'll go to the production. That kind of thing. The main part is that Git is actually working as a, or say using as a source of truth. So looking at the source code of the Git, I can say how many resources or what kind of resources particular infrastructure have. That I can confirm. So that is a GitOps in general. Of course, these have the say just like a treating how to treat your code for application. You are treating your infra as a code. That is the main part here. Okay. Try to come with AWS community days are happening on. I want to, as I say, Anis, I will definitely undo. Most probably, I will come. Okay. I cannot guarantee, but very high chances I might come. Which cloud would be good for freshers? It's kind of very okay for me. My personal opinion, AWS. It's not because I'm a AWS hero or something like that. I personally feel AWS is very easy to get your hands first. Once you get your idea around AWS, you build your mental model of all the services. It is very easy. If you want to move to other cloud, you have to learn other cloud. Use a mental model for services. It's very easy to learn other cloud that way. That is my personal opinion. What I feel about it can be different to people. To people is fine, but it's your, again, come to personal preferences. But my personal preference always AWS. Very easy to start with. Okay. Um, I think I already answered that. Any freelancing service. Okay. Um, ओके, गुड क्वेश्चन सर। जॉब नहीं निकल रहे फ्रेशर्स के लिए, नहीं नहीं भी नहीं, DevOps are totally wasted from people said what, as I say, for DevOps space, all the companies, all the leads that I've talked, or even I mean, community company as a consult, right? Then also they say it's a, they want someone expert in their company to work for and make sure, because ultimately they have money to hire a DevOps engineer. They want the best out of it. Okay, and of course we know that fresher cannot deliver the best because they're on the learning phase. It's very practical to understand, right? So they want someone who is experienced, have some experience in say coding or say development, then have some kind of have some good production experience. Want tend to hire them. Okay, that's why in DevOps, getting fresher NT is very tough. But again, it's not impossible. You can get it after many giving interviews, getting used to market, and trying all that. But it's very tough. That is the truth. Okay, so you can try it, or you can start as a developer first. For example, even say Python engineer, or say any developer development of your choice. You join maybe web developer also. After 2 3 years, you understand in the entire software development flow. Understand how to how what are the problem you face as a working in production. Understand the scaling issues, understand all the things, okay, that is required for your software development. Then you move to come to DevOps. It will start making more sense, and you will get opportunities, I'm saying. Okay. Okay. I am capable enough internship. Anyone help me getting invited for local market. Fresher is not so good. That is true. Yeah, please, anyone has opportunities, feel free to refer Anish. Okay. Um, and Guru sir, please suggest. Is it yes? Guru can also suggest. Okay. Sir, I want to know what are the technologies to become DevOps engineer as I want to get into the job 2024-25. Can you share how much Docker need to become that? I will definitely answer that one in very great details. Okay. First thing is that what are the technologies you need to become a DevOps engineer? I in the beginning of the video say, but I will again repeat, no problem. First thing is that the system linear experience. For example, the production, the OS, like Linux and Windows will be good. Like, majorly servers run on Linux instances, basically on Ubuntu, CentOS, all this kind of stuff, or maybe like Unix system in general, or maybe Amazon or any cloud specific. They have the OS, that one. Mainly, if you learn Ubuntu, you'll be able to handle most of the common servers in Unix. Okay. Then for Windows, always go for the latest Windows. If you're going to apply for a company which have Windows Server, then this is true. But in general, having troubleshooting, some handling cloud Windows in this instances experience will be beneficial, no doubt. Okay. Then you have this and after, what is that after? Any, of course, the cloud part, and the problem that you face in the cloud also. First, the core. So what is the core? The compute, the storage, and every cloud have their own compute services name and own storage services. Then their networking and security. It's the basic four things. If you master, you'll be good. Again, as you work in the cloud on more and more project, you will get used to it. If you're a senior engineer, you most probably already work on most of the services that is related to your application in the particular cloud. Okay. So it is like that only. We also learn things, like we learn all the services at once. No, we learn based on the what you have required. We had the requirement to integrate S3, we integrated. We had the requirement to integrate the RDS for the TV, we integrated. So based on the requirement only, I learned. I already knew as a when I was in a programmer how to connect with the PostgreSQL DB or MySQL DB, how to run queries, how to do maintenance of the DB. I had already done that. It's not something new to me, as I already am from the say as a PHP, JavaScript, or Python kind of experience. But someone newly coming, for them, it's not there, right? So having all like not all, but at least some handling of this problem statements will be good enough. Okay. After that, what? After the cell scripting, because you will definitely have to run cell scripting for many automation related stuff, or maybe system maintenance, patching, like lot of maintenance related stuff. You will be, or even CI/CD phases also. You have to write some cell scripting. Okay, that is there. Then of course the cloud part, as I say, I think I did cover the cloud part. Then the CI/CD. Now CI/CD also, there are many choices. I at the beginning, I will still say, many people might disagree, but I'll still say start with Jenkins, plugins, and all that. Start with that. Okay, start with the basic of that. Then jump towards the other 2 or 3 CI/CD tools like say GitHub Actions, or maybe Bitbucket Pipeline. What are the like top tools are there that you can get your hands on? Get it. You don't have to go very in depth. Just know how this works and how can you make it, like any basic application, how can you set it up there. Okay, that will be enough to get started. What is after that? After that, you learn about the automation tools. For example, for infrastructure automation, there is Terraform, and all other clouds have their own tool. Pulumi is there also, but Pulumi is yet not that popular. Terraform is the most popular. Okay, there is CDK is there. CDK is also very popular these days. Then there is for say configuration automation. Then there is this Ansible is there. So stack again, category lead. My session always to, for any category of tools, always go for the category lead, because there is most opportunities, and then you, based on the requirement, learn other tools and technologies. Okay, that will be the beneficial. Then what is after that? Then there is observability, and there is many open source like ELK stack, and there is other many stacks available or tools available. Based on your requirement, you learn it and see what is the category lead, because time to time the category lead also keep changing. So again, staying updated is your responsibility. At that time, what is the category, you should be focusing on that. Okay, that's how you learn it. And look at the job requirements for many companies, see what is the common thing they're looking for. That is also, you should be preparing your own list of skill that is the company is asking. If your skill set is missing one particular skill that is asking very common, that you should learn it. Okay. Oh, okay. How can I experience? I think, oh, one question I missed. I think Docker need. Just know that how to, like, Docker PAs, Docker images, Docker removal of the images, cleaning of the system, like prawn commands. Then how to use the Docker, there is compose. Then there is what, how to, like, main majority is that how to write the Docker file and how to generate Docker file. Multi-level Docker file specifically you should be focusing on. That's it. You don't require, even just focus on the Docker basic commands and the Docker file, you'll be good. Okay, for the DevOps engineer, that's more than enough. Okay. Opinion traders in India listening to, okay, option traders in is good. Okay, good. My question is that, okay, it's from the my question is that I have worked on DevOps is good. I am hesitant to apply for job. I feel, okay, that's called procrastination. Okay, that you feel you have the skill, but again you're feeling you might not be good enough. Okay, and that's, you're getting confused, which is pretty common. Even in my earlier phases, even I know many people who are really great at what they do had this problem. The solution is not that simple, but it is the solution what I have on apply for myself is keep working on projects, keep performing. Sometimes I pass, sometimes I fail, sometimes I perform, sometimes I cannot. It's all come to that, and whatever the thing I try. So what I will suggest you, not a solution, but a tip, or so a thing to move forward. Just try it. Okay, it might work, it might not work. It's all based on your skills, performance, the future challenges. But it worth a try. If you already have some, DevOps, Dev and DevOps knowledge, you want to go for better opportunities, try there. I mean, see, it is not necessary that you know everything. There is no such necessary. I mean, nobody in the world, they can claim it, they know everything, but I'm damn sure they don't know everything. Nobody, even claiming it, they're fool. To be honest, they're fool. They know everything. Nobody in the world know everything. Even the whoever builds a AWS platform or the engineers working on AWS, they also don't know all the services. And that's true for all other clouds also. Or suppose in a big application, one engineer did something, other engineers did other thing. They don't know. Even the leads don't know every other code. They cannot remember. So it's practically immature to say that you know everything or they're expecting everything. They should not. Okay, and it is that you learn while going through the difficulties, challenges, and in many new, like, in after a few years, we'll tend to forget if you don't work too much on the particular same tech. So what I'll say, there will be challenges, there will be problems, there will be skills that you don't know. But the only thing I mean, I have seen that you just have to move forward. You don't have much options. Like if you stop there, you don't apply, you don't get an opportunity. You have to pay the bills. You have to, like, ultimately you have to pay the bills. You have to, like, there is living cost. There is cost to everything. Okay, if you can't make money, everything is like, people see all the things that people praise and do after people get success, how they get succeed, how hell they work. Like nobody knows that I work for 2 nights straight, I didn't sleep while I was working in 5 projects altogether. Nobody knows. Everybody says, okay, this guy have a car, this guy have a house, this guy have a very good looking setup, but they don't know that I have gone through the hell. And because I didn't had the, and there are many people who didn't had anything, but they built very good what they have right now. So you have to work hard, you have to keep doing the tough thing. Uh, in single language, you call it bite the bullet and try it. It might work, not might. If work, you get reward. It doesn't work, then you get the experience. You move forward. That you should be doing. Okay. Any certification help for remote jobs in DevOps, and what you cloud course on Code Cloud? Okay, Code Cloud. See, Code Cloud guys. Content I found a bit still good, of course good, but they have to update it. And like any in Udemy also there are courses, some course, like if it's a new author getting good traction, good how you call it, decent course from very good author. Okay, for example, if Ranga make a course, I will definitely suggest that one, because Ranga courses are very good. Okay, and Nana's course are expensive for Indian guys like us. Other creators are also there. You can look toward those courses. Very cheap, we can just get it, and good, very knowledgeable courses, I would say. So for the DevOps, okay. And I will, if it's like code class, is also not that costly for Indian guys, so you can try that there. If they have updated course, which is good, okay. um then entry level salary, this entry level salary part, I know actually that depends on the company to company. If it's a good company doing well, of course their entry level salary is good. If it's a startup company, or maybe they're hiring as an intern, or maybe just junior, even the senior not getting good there, how can you expect a very good as a fresher? So it's different companies. So if you try for big companies, good company, you will get higher salary, even say per month 1 lakh maybe, or maybe 80, 50, at least 50 up. But if it's a bad company, your skill set are bad, you're not able to crack good companies, just somehow to get experience, you're joining a normal, small, or mid companies, then 10K, 20K, 30K, whatever you get, just to get the experience of for 1 or 2 years at the beginning. Well, if you ask me, I work as a PHP engineer for 1,000 for 6 months. Then I make the jump after 6 months. That is 10K. After I think 10 months, I jump. I made it 20K. Then after I jump, I got 28K, 30K, or 40. I think after that, I 40K. So that's how I did it. Okay. If people some jumper, hell with it. I'm able to make money. I am sustaining. I'm doing very good in my life. Ghanta. I don't care. So getting money is the ultimate goal. Do it right way. I'm not saying just jump on and every month you get opportunity, you work, have enough already experience the car company enough, make a change. Ultimate goal, getting good money, getting good standing in your life. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how you did it. Everybody cares how you can benefit them. That's the reality. Okay. Without coding, cloud DevOps, there is these days no such as ClickOps. Okay. Andy, I don't know if you know, Andy is very, at least I treat him as a good friend. His recommend, I mean, he made a post on the ClickOps is not there. I mean, when I'm working for different companies, I don't see many good position for ClickOps. You should know coding or at least scripting. Without that, in cloud and DevOps space, programming, leave it. Programming without coding is impossible, right? But cloud and DevOps space also, uh, uh, without coding, it's going to get extremely tough. You will not get opportunities. If I'm being brutally honest, you will not get the opportunities without coding. Mark my word. If you get it, come to me. I will give you a double salary of that. It's not possible, man. Without coding, because you have to automate stuff. How can you automate stuff without coding? There is no code and all that is there, which is for babies, but not good for your future, to be honest. Okay. Then what is that? Nakul Sharma. Sir, if I want to become a cloud engineer, should I learn RS? Having good knowledge and experience in Linux is good. If you want to get RC certification to learn something is good, but just to become cloud engineer doing the certification is not good. You get skilled in Linux. Of course, if you're a fresher, if you don't have a experience to show off, then having a certification might be beneficial, but again, not that great. Okay, so what I will suggest, cloud engineer part, that particular cloud you're targeting, be very good at it, all the core services at least. Cloud functions part, be focus like Lambda or cloud function, all that. Be good at one programming language, be it JavaScript, Node.js, be it Python, whatever, even Go. Go also very supported by all the cloud platforms these days, or at least the container, like say they're supporting container, so that means you can run any application that. Okay, specifically focus on the cloud part. Okay. And additionally, what I will say, there are, what do you call it? I think okay, this is fine. I mean, cloud part, again, the databases, then using the SDK for particular cloud, because cloud you have to integrate the SDK of the particular clouds. Okay, that you should focus. What other things if you want to? Okay, I think I answered that. Develop your programming skills. Cloud and DB part, become good at that, because DB integration you have to do a lot. Develop APIs, cloud APIs integration, like say SDK integration, that you have to do. Okay. Uh, say, I think Guru's one session is good. Never group untrue statements, true TV. They will hurt you a long time, and specifically if that company have background verification process, you will, it's gonna hurt, to be honest. Don't do it. So I want to enter in the cloud from non-IT. Snakul Singh and to cloud non-IT. Much Linux. See, Linux knowledge required like the common commands, the NATO-related commands, any commands other than the basic commands. You can get Google about it and you can get it. That is okay. That's not complicated. Learn about the shell scripting. Sometime you need to do it, but not all the time. Cloud engineer, if it's the goal, then it's relies on the programming and APIs and cloud integration. That is required. Okay. Again, that is also cloud company to company the requirements is completely differ. So you have to look at the company requirement. Doing certification to get a knowledge is good. Doing certification to get a job might not be a good option. Okay. Yeah, welcome, Dheeraj. By the way, Dheeraj coming. I'm planning a live session with Dheeraj. Dheeraj also, like, I don't know, timing match or not, but we're going to do a joint session. Look forward to that next week. Okay. Um, yeah, this is good. You can create EKs using EKs tail, GC manager, CDK tools. It will be good tools. Okay. Guru is giving very good suggestion. You can look at the comments for Guru's comments. Okay, I look forward. He's very senior guy, very experienced guy. We can get it from him. Okay. Okay, I think Sagar saying that I have a Node.js backend developer and a Docker. It's good. You would you suggest to learn K8s? Yeah, I mean, see, K8s is not a good solution for all the good problems. I may just write a post on that. Also, I have an idea how to write that. I mean, how what to write on that. K8s it's good for certain scenarios. K8s Kubernetes is not good for some certain scenarios. Like you are giving one no, not give that example. Okay, so yeah, you're giving coffee in the coffee mug, but if you want to give a water, how you give it? In a glass, right? So how you serve the things for what purpose, that is important. That I can say at this part. Okay, so like how to serve, what to serve and how to serve is important, but you're serving coffee cup to just give water, that's foolish, I would say. So Kubernetes, like, not any bad application, not any, like, you don't have much users, it's an intermittent application, sometimes there is load, sometimes zero load, then why you're running a K8s cluster all the time for cost? Even if you serverless, then there is a startup timings included, you need on-time execution or just in time execution, then there is no point having a K8s cluster and all that, right? So it's all based on the requirement. You should be deciding what tool to use, Kubernetes or not, serverless architecture or not. That you have to make based on the use case. Don't blindly utilize Kubernetes. And also another thing, just knowing Kubernetes absolutely doesn't mean that you will be able to crack all the opportunities. No, there are many companies. They just will ask you, you know Kubernetes, you say yes, but ultimately even the company there is no Kubernetes. They will not even ask you to integrate Kubernetes. And why? So instead of that, see as an overall picture in a production environment, what are the things most of the companies running and require, or your whatever company you're applying to, or you have a list of your dream companies, what they are working with. Focused, streamline your learning goal, your projects based on that. That will make more sense. Okay. Is there more opportunities for AWS solution architect? Then there is no such thing, because requirement keep changing. If a company want to implement more thing, if they want to streamline, deliver more faster, they want to have the CI/CD, or maybe they want to make sure the system up all the time, then a solution architect what do? They can just design one time and that's the gone. But it's the DevOps architect who streamline the architecture. Sometimes have to work with the engineers, keep improving the situation, keep assessing and giving new solution based on the roles and requirement. It keep changing. Current market, it's DevOps engineers and architects still like senior ones getting more opportunities than the solution architect. But that doesn't mean that AWS solution architect opportunities are not there in the market. It's still there. Okay, it's still there. uh, it will be there in the future also, but the demand for the DevOps architect engineer will be less. Again, in the DevOps architect or engineers, their skill set might change based on time, but the positions will be there, the requirements will be there. Okay. Can you give some tips, advice for you who want to join a system? Yeah, system administrator be good at the Linux as well as the Windows system administration, specifically on the cloud, because most of the opportunities, okay, some will be from the on-premises, but majority coming from the cloud instances. So how to manage, how to debug, how to troubleshoot, how to handle the production issues, that you should focus. And then also master the scripting and power, what is called this, PowerShell, and try to learn about the configuration management using Ansible or SaltStack. It will be knowing Ansible is actually more than enough. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Bro, I got internship. They're telling me to learn Kubernetes. That's something. Yeah. If a company have a requirement for Kubernetes, go learn it. And they give me code clouds. Security was good. I have no idea how things work, but unable to get. See, they have a requirement. So it's Aditya Kushwaha saying they have a requirement in Kubernetes. They're running application, or maybe they want to run application in Kubernetes. I don't know the exact scenario, but they have the requirement. This is your opportunity to learn something, and after learning something you apply that. You should not miss the opportunity. Learn it. It will take time. Tell them how much. If you don't know how much time it's going to take, just say that maybe 1 or 2 months. 1 month actually, to be honest, when a fresher. At least the basic you will learn. We are working in Kubernetes. I think I made my first video 6 years back when I was working. I mean, well, from I started working on my Kubernetes use cases. Then through so many companies, so many requirements, I experienced a lot of other things. Okay, practical scenarios I've faced. Okay, so you will be also facing all those things in your career. But if you don't learn, if you don't apply the knowledge, then you cannot progress. I made I made tremendous mistakes, to be honest, but I able to solve it, and that's what matters the most. Sorry, my baby wanted to meet me. Okay. No, no, নিয়ে যাও। আমি পরে কথা বলবো, পরে খেলছি। My baby wanted to play with me. I think I have to wrap up. I'll just answer the remaining question, and I'll be wrap up in 10 15 minutes. Okay, you guys understand. Okay. Okay. I think any other questions? Yeah. So my session to you, Aditya, learn it, uh, and don't just learn it. Apply. Maybe try to create a cluster Kubernetes. Try to handle. Just try the Kubernetes hard way. There is a. I mean, I tried that long time back. There is a Kubernetes hard way. Git repo is there. All the instruction, everything. Just try to start with that. Like, if you want to learn Kubernetes, I'm telling you, learn in the hard way. Don't go for the easy way. You cannot go further. I mean, if we're talking about the challenges I face in Kubernetes, I can write a book. To be honest, I maybe some people ask me to write a book. What I will tell you, that there is many challenges and many problems the moment you go and jump to the Kubernetes. Okay, you will not even imagine those kind of challenges going to come, but you start and learning, applying it from the problems you faced in the real environment. That is your best guide. Nobody else can give that. Okay, that is, you think, one thing you should try. Yes, I think Guru was like Guru also did not have anything. Sheer hard work is needed for everything. Yes. सबसे परेशान हो गया हूँ, एसएससी सीजीआई की प्रिपरेशन में लग गया, वरना तो अच्छा थिंग ना cool चीज जाएगी. Okay. Yeah, I mean, many people who are very good at their studies and all that. Okay, by the way, I was one of the last bencher. I did study well, somehow I went to many things, but I was one of the last bencher. I enjoyed my study life. Okay, I played, I did all the stuff. The thing is that, see, some people wanted to become get a government job as and all that. They didn't able to. They tried very hard. Any reason they didn't do. Okay, and I know many people personally who are in this position, but you have to survive. You have to do it. You have to jump into something that interests you, and it could be anything. Go through the process, learn about it, go in the hard way, apply for the companies, get a job. It's, even I'm saying in the easy way, doesn't mean it's easy. Nothing in the life is tend to be easy. Then what is the sense of achievement you will have if it's very easy, right? Nothing is easy. I'm telling that to you, but I think, Dheeraj, how hard I have to work as a freelancer. And many the people who came and meet me, they've seen the work I have to do. Nothing is, even it seems that I'm very comfortable, I'm doing all the work. But there is tremendous work, be it freelancing, be it normal job, being a fresher. You don't get things easy. Things get easy when you don't do work anymore, you are just only making content. No, we don't. I mean, I don't make only content. I do work on like very challenging DevOps cloud projects, development projects. I do all that. I do development. I do cloud. I do other product DevOps also. So I have mix and match of skills. Okay, so nothing comes easy. It's very tough, to be honest. I don't. I even sometimes I go very sleep at less. I mean, late at night to sleep for interviews. Sometimes the client requirement production fatigue. That's kind of very common these days. So I have very less sleep, and even I wake up like around 5:30. That's kind of biological clock I have built. Okay, sometime weekend I just sleep. I wake up 5:30. I sleep. Then they so but they like I play with my daughter. Okay, so what I'm saying that nothing is easy. Your life is a story. Many people have like their own story. What I will suggest: keep working on, keep learning things, apply to jobs, and you will eventually get it. Not easily get it, and you have to perform it. Okay. Strong, sir. I realized good, honest. See, the thing is that, as I say, I mean, I had nothing. Like, I have seen people who were privileged. They are privileged. That is fine, but even privileged kids or privileged persons, if they don't work hard, they will become history. Okay, so whatever you do, you have to really work hard. Nothing's gonna come easy. Specifically, if you are from say below poverty line. So if you come a similar background from me, like me, or even wherever you are in the middle class, for us, stopping is not a choice. For us, luxury is not a choice unless you able to achieve it someday. So keep working on. Be humble and good. Okay, because you might insult some people or other people and see companies are watching, and if they see any history of that, that also bad. So be humble, be honest, do good. You see, things magically will start getting good if you do good in your life. If you do bad things in life, bully people, go after people, blow up people, do that, okay, you might get a temporary satisfaction for ego and all that, but long term you are just a person that who I can only have pity, or I can just despise and say, I'd say, don't even have to look to you. I will say no merit becoming those kind of people. Either okay, I have a lot of work, I will not focus on making content, fine. But when I'm getting time, I will do make content. Okay. If I have no time, it's okay. I'm not able. But to do things good, I have to make other people look bad. No, because if you think about the content in terms of, I see Veer Malla, Cloud Cham, Subham's course content very good. They are giving effect. Sometimes they give. They're making video daily upload. I do like, admire them. I don't have time. I'm working on projects and all that. Still, I admire their works, all the works. I may not just go to tell them directly, but I do like their work. I do learn from them also. It's like in your life, you'll be keep learning. Okay, so be honest, work hard, try to learn from people, and live happy. To me, I think live happy is important. Because I can do use the negatives and very easy, but do good work that speak for yourself matter the most. Okay. Okay. Yeah, only Linux doesn't help. Other skills are matter, of course, for the system engineer. Rasagulla serving should be no, done in a dish, not in a water bottle. Yes, that's one of the very good thing. Okay, so true. Yeah, because see the Linux part these days you can automate, right? So just for some Linux maintenance and that, I mean, there is still requirement, still many system admins are there, but it's a thing that can be automated. So that's what is the cleaning. So you develop other skills also, automation skills, that automating the things. People are looking for those kind of people. So automation part, you should have more knowledge. Okay. Okay. Sir, any opportunity for data engineering? Yeah, I mean, if you're a data engineer, you have very good experience. Data engineer opportunity is still there. I will not say market's changing. Okay, market keep changing, and it will keep changing. Only way to survive is to adapt, see what is changing, what are the companies change requirement, what are the companies facing these days, what kind of data they're handling, and get used to it. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, it's fine, but then see a position that require the data experience a bit, then the DevOps like kind of the kind of opportunity where monitoring data analysis become important. Then that's your crack. There you can perform well. So think about the position where you can shine better. Okay. Um, it's from Riddhish. If you switch to DevOps and cloud from a different domain in IT, 10 experience. What should be usual expectation from the leadership? I know it might, yeah, that's true. It might vary from organization to organization, but they, if you are a senior guy, they will most probably give you a kind of a first as a main, like, of course, learning opportunity because already experienced guy, maybe in the admin, maybe in another IT. But if it's related to the say more of a development, they will be happy. You know the SDLC very well. You know how the things work in and out. They'll be happy. If you are even in the system engineer or say uh, administrator, they'll be happy because you'll be handling more of the system engineer. But if it's non related development and all that, maybe other IT stuff, but non so related to IT, then their expectation lows and they want if you are coming as a cheap or underpaid resource, then you're important to them. But if you are a expensive resource who's very getting hard to adapt or not getting good value from you, they will just not that interested. Okay, so think about that. If you're switching only, what is the usual expectation? So yeah, like they want you to, like, if you're coming to DevOps or cloud domain, they want you to be good at, because you're already coming with some experience, right? So they want you something good knowledge from use cases, system architectural kind of stuff, because you're already 10 year, right? You're already experienced resource. You should be getting more paid more, right? So they want some good skills from you, good knowledge from you that you have to come with. Okay. Yeah, I think Dheeraj knows. Dheeraj has seen it. Okay, but bit off topic and just share your experience. So in backend development, what I developed e-commerce website. Unfortunately, in my life, I had developed when I was working in for companies. MLM site, I don't like MLM, but I had to develop it. Then I have developed for site for insurance companies, house sale, lease companies, all those things. Then there are companies, the sites like um, not just sites, API developments, like serverless API. I did 5, 6 API development production level. I'm very happy with that. I did infra as a code in Terraform, 80, 90 projects, love in Terraform. I did 2, 3 projects on cloud formation, production level development, do it now and then, right? Production level I did. Pudumi one and a half, because one project production level, one half delivered because they changed their logic between they changed the requirement. Then Oh, I think I'm deviating from the backend. Backend part, it's always different company requirement. WooCommerce, WordPress, API, Node.js, Python, Django. Those all the key requirement keep changing. I develop always new projects. Okay, that's I have did. Basically, the more focused area was the e-commerce related projects that came very good, very handy, and all the logics and all that. Many integration of the many tools, and then the API development, because API development, it was most cases front end engineer was there based on their app requirement, app or could be front end requirement. I keep developing APIs, DB integration, DB operations, or the business logic integration. I do it. That was the backend projects altogether. Okay. What tools you use in a day-to-day basis in your DevOps project? Exit chat. It's from what? I know it's Kishore question. Okay. So Kishore, by the way, if you don't know, very experienced guy who's doing very good. Okay. So, what are the tools we use in day-to-day basis for DevOps? So if you say the DevOps tools, most cases working with, for example, Kubernetes, image for like Docker, image. Some projects actually ditching Docker and using other tools popular based on their project requirements. Podman also getting utilized these days multiple places. Other than that, Jenkins project I still do. Don't blame me, but I'm getting good money for developing a CI/CD pipeline for Jenkins, so why I should not do it? So I do the Jenkins projects. I do some kind of Datadog integration, Kafka project. I did recently. You cannot call it DevOps, but I did. I had to integrate, do some kind of integration. GitOps I did, by the way. More than 2, 3 projects I did for integration. Like if developers keep changing, not developers, say the engineers changing the number of resources or say implementing things that auto getting deployed to the target cloud. So those are the things I did. Now there are many tools I do. Like keep telling it will become a long, but I may just write up article and write all the things that I do. I'm sharing, also keep sharing the things, but it's okay. Kishore, a lot of support for your Golang series. Thank you. See, the Golang series actually very interesting use case. I around 1 year back, Okay, to be honest, from 1.5 year, I'm doing the Golang. Okay, and there is no shame to on that because I keep learning new. So if someone asks me something, what you're good at, I'm good at learning things very fast. I learn. There's a requirement came from my in a past client, like 3 4 years back. Client reached out to me, Sandeep. I'm getting a Golang project. I'm not getting good Golang engineer, and this is a very tight integration with the AWS SDK and all that. I want you. Okay, I say why not you have a Python engineer with what is them? No, the client have a team and they want a Go engineer, and I know you can. I mean, so I clearly say I'm not a Go. I know Go, but I'm not Go in the sense I know basics. So I had to learn all the Go things, and I had to experience all the I mean, deploy everything in container, and then host on the Kubernetes cluster, and do all the kind of setup. I did all that, and of course, like, tons of challenges doing all that. And it is good. It is a fun project. And then onwards, I keep working on that project as a side project because freelancer is very good to work on the side project, so you get more experience and you have a good income from the side project. Okay. So I did it. That was a good, and I thought, okay, maybe someday keep working on the project if I become very comfortable with Go. And of course, I'm working on many DevOps projects. So combine, I will make a course. So that's why I recently started. I think Kishore doing following that, which is I'm feeling really great that you're finding it's good. And it's already reached the Docker level. Now the juicy part starting, guys. It's a Kubernetes plugin development. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna blow up your mind. Now the thing is that I wanted to also do a new system, design architecture. I'm not good at the all the drawing and all that. But unfortunately, I tried. That doesn't never turn out to be good. I wanted to do the board design or maybe in all that, but unfortunately, not. I will try to become good at it. I cannot guarantee. And I wanted to show you design wise how the plugin, how the things works. I will try at least in my next video. But if I'm not able to, I will just show using the existing diagram, maybe from the eraser.io. I will generate the diagram and then I will try to explain. Anyway, that's going to be a good one. It will be, of course, like my past session in the Golang. It will be also very hands on, but you're going to learn something that will take you forward. That I can guarantee. Okay. According to me, IT industry is IT because more than it says. Okay, I don't know. IT with change in the world. I don't get it, but it's okay. Um, which offer should I choose? A seven experienced DevOps guy. I don't know on to what offer, but I don't know what context you're telling. Which offer? Anything that paying you good high salary, whatever company, then if the company is good, go for that. I think okay. What are the things for cloud? Which one is the best Python Golang? If you think about the number of opportunities, I will say Python. If you say think about high payment plus number of opportunities, because Python will get more opportunities, but payment could be a bit low. High chance of getting using Python, but Golang, of course, uh, more higher chances of getting it, but it will be more challenging and you have to have a learning curve and all that. But the payment is very good. Okay, like Python is more number of open position than Golang, but Golang you get paid more. That was saying. Oh, I think now, okay. You give the question now, right? Which offer should I accept when experienced guy from the IBM or a remote offer from a small company? Pay the same. See, okay, that's a tricky question. And if see IBM give you stable long term thing, okay, that I'm very sure. Even if there is no such layoffs going on, companies are performing well. But a remote company, sometimes what happened. IBM it have multiple pros and cons. Okay, IBM might limit your scope what you work on, but in a remote company if you work on and if you're a small company, chances are you'll be learning and working on a lot of stuff. Good learning opportunity, good learning span and experience. IBM payment will be of course on very time it's company, right? It will be the negative point, maybe just not remote, you have to go office and work. You may not get that kind of flexibility, but the payment wise it will be good. Okay, learning wise it can be or cannot be this thing because you'll be working on a specific number of tasks. As far as I've heard from, I've never worked on IBM, right? I heard from many people, students, followers, or when I go and meet IBMers, from them I know. So that is one thing, but it's good. I know it's good, but it'll be limited if I'm right. I've heard right from them. Okay. Okay, last two question. It's already become I think 7:30, 9:32 hour we are going to cover. Okay. Said I'm good at data engineering professional certificate. Oh, I think I covered the courses part. I think throw different question about learning and skills, and I already covered the DevOps, those kind of stuff. But at the end, I will say uh, my honest opinion on courses and learning part. Okay, just after this question. Sir, I'm doing data engineering professional certificate for fundamentals like Linux and databases. After that, data engineering professional certificate from fundamentals. I want to move to Azure. Kindly, yeah, it's good. I mean, see, if you are learning something, fundamental Linux database is good. It's not bad to learn. I mean, it's good because you're data engineering, you have to work with Linux environments. You have to deal with the databases. So learning is very good. If you want to move to Azure, learn about the Azure fundamentals. There's a certification also, Azure fundamentals. You can complete that one. Take it as a learning journey. Then, of course, based on your like data expert, and go for that kind of way. That will be good. So basics, then expertise on the particular category of services. That will be a good one. Okay. Recently, I cleared the RCG certificates from Ganesh. Global certification of fresher. Could you please some advice and tips for Linux? To be honest, what you did, RCG version 9 certificate is good. You go to interview and first 5 and 10 interviews will see very less chance of success. But just combine all them, have your own question set prepared, and see what the company is asking for, or the additional skill they're asking for. Prepare for that, and you'll be able to crack it. Not easy, by the way. It will take time, but it's okay. Okay, you have to just go through the process a bit. I think okay, guys. I have answered all the question, most of the question. I didn't miss anything. Um, what I will suggest for this the courses part, again, I think during the video live stream I said my first choice always been free courses from YouTube, then the YouTube articles and all that. Okay, I mean most of the cases, 99% cases, guys, I'm able to solve the problem using YouTube videos. If it's I have to see how it gets done, then YouTube. I want to get the coding part. Then maybe most of the cases articles. Sometimes maybe GitHub source sample codes. Sometimes it's desperate need. I go ChatGPT, and sometimes it's good results. Sometimes bad crappy things they have given. Somehow I found other solution. If ultimately it's something that I want to learn, I'm not able to get the good resources, I go to Udemy. If in the Udemy also not get, then I go for whatever from wherever I want to get things. I mean, my thing is that I have to get things done. I have to deliver thing to get my payment. Whatever I have to do, whatever the I have to do, I will do it to get things delivered. If I can't, sometimes that's okay. I don't get the payment in freelancing, but my always my and wish is to whatever the client asking for, deliver it so that I get paid. I will do whatever it takes me to get things done. That is my thing. So maybe in terms of the freelancing, but it's learning journey, right? I'm learning something to deliver some things sometime, right? It's okay. Just learn it from wherever possible, based on your budget, based on your comfortability, based on the resource that you want to learn. You have to think and spit. It's up to you. Okay. And if like ultimately if you don't find, if you're pretty basic, like zero level you're starting, there are many people who are doing great. This is Shubham, then other people also there, who are good at like teaching the very basic from the pretty basic level. I think that's good. Again, one solution doesn't fit all. If you think it's good, go for it. If you think not good, you can go for any other people, right? Based on your budget, based on your comfortability and all that, you have to select. What my personal feeling, I just told you. Okay, so that's how I should do it. Okay. Um, last question, I guess. But is getting AWS certified as to thing of switching. See, if your target is just learning part, get certified. You have to learn more. Sometimes there are many opportunities where they kind of have a requirement that this guy have a certificate. Right? Those also good, but most of the cases for senior meet senior people also, they doesn't look at the certification. Sometimes if it's a part of their mandatory requirements, another stuff, but most of the cases they don't see. They see that this guy have the knowledge and experience, can do things that they're after. Okay. What I'm learning, by the way, I'm learning Rust. I'm developing application for one of my companies using system level application development. that I'm learning Rust and developing on that. That's what I'm doing. See, I'm a hardcore developer guy from my pretty basic days. I still do love developing like coding and projects, and I do love to integrate the cloud services and do a lot of automation in the cloud, and of course sometimes maintenance, troubleshooting, production bug fixes. But learning part, I do love to learn new programming languages. That's kind of excite me. That's what I'm doing. Rust part. Maybe after the Go series done, after my I want to have this AWS refresh series. Then I want to have this practical AWS troubleshooting series. A lot of things planned. The problem is the scarcity of time. I'm doing freelancing projects, handling client, handling my little baby that jumping, right? So then her, it takes time. It will take time. Whenever I get chance, I will make content. That's the thing. Okay. I even sometimes I do not able to deliver some things, unfortunately, but okay, life process, things don't go all according to your everything. It's okay. I'm trying to cope up. There'll be things, there'll be time, but I'll share whatever I learn as possible. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel. I will be really appreciate that. If you have any suggestion, please do comment. You can come my LinkedIn. You can message me. One bad thing, I have to reply to a lot of messages. I'm yet to reply them. I'll definitely reply when I get chance. Um, yeah, keep engaging. Keep giving me your feedbacks. Keep watching, and I will definitely try to be a better version of myself with upcoming content. Lot to do, lot to learn, lot to share. Keep watching, and see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.